Kwankwaso won't step down for Atiku, Nnpp says. The new Nigeria People's Party has said its presidential candidate, Dr. Rabiu Kwankwaso, will not step down for his People's Democratic Party's counterpart, Atiku Abubakar. The spokesman for the Nnpp, Major Agbo, who disclosed this in an interview with one of our correspondents, faulted a report that northern leaders were pressurizing Kwankwaso to step down for Atiku. Reacting to the report, Agbo asked, how can anybody come out to say Kwankwaso should step down for Atiku? No, it is Atiku that should step down. According to him, Kwankwaso is in the race to win, stressing that he will emerge the next president of the country. I like the optimism, man. The Nnpp spokesperson did not, however, rule out the possibility of alliance talk, which he said would be done on its terms. Now, when asked about the update on the alleged talks between his party and the presidential campaign team of the Labour Party, Agbo dismissed the report. Go and ask Okupe, Dr. Doyin Okupe. He was the one who scuttled the first alliance talk, because he came into the negotiation with his unusual agenda that Obi should be made the president. How can Obi be president over Kwankwaso? Can you imagine? Also, the national chairman of Nnpp, Rufai Akali, also shared the same position as Agbo, who he described the report as untrue. Alkali, a professor of political science, said the report was the handiwork of persons bent on deceiving Nigerians to score cheap political points. He said it is completely false. We are not surprised at all that this story is coming out this way at this time. All discerning Nigerians have been following the pattern. They first said our candidate was going to step down for Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. When we debunked it, they said the Nnpp had surrendered to the Labour Party and Peter Obi. When we explained the circumstances, they kept quiet. Next, there was an attempt by our elders at the Ariwa Consultative Forum Dialogue for presidential candidates to present their manifestos. We agreed with the organizers, but we realized that there were forces, right, working to undermine the process by using the platform to endorse a northern candidate. When Kwankwaso did not appear, that project collapsed. In the past few weeks, our candidate presented his blueprint, which came out very solid. He was at the Arise TV CDD presidential debate, which was very successful. He traveled to the southeast and spent 3 days in Enugu and Abakaliki. Now, with all these achievements, fear has gripped them. They have now come up with another card that he is under pressure to step down. Step down for who? Under what circumstances? Has it happened in the history of democracy in Nigeria that the presidential candidate with a strong party backing him, with Nigerians urging him to move on, will surrender his structures to someone else? Now that he has become a shining star, they are scared. It is sheer propaganda and psychological warfare, and all those behind this should stop. Wow. So this is what is coming from Nnpp. There's a rumor that came to them that Kwankwaso will step down for Atiku. Now they are debunking it, that it will never happen, that Kwankwaso can never step down for Atiku. Rather, it should be Atiku that should step down for Kwankwaso. All right. So their representatives, the spokesman, Major Agbo, has disclosed all of this during an interview. All right. and has also cleared the air that they are not going to step down for Atiku one bit, right? That they are adding that Kwankwaso is a strong candidate, and Kwankwaso has come up with a strong blueprint, and now he's shining star, and other political parties are getting threatened, and now they are coming with this propaganda that he is going to step down for Atiku. Meanwhile, their plan is not in place at all. They said Kwankwaso actually went to Enugu and in Abakaliki and spent 3 days there, and the outing was successful. Now, the question I have to ask is this, as a person, all right, analyzing this news. There has been attack against PDP in Maiduguri, Borno State, during political rallies. They have been attacking Labour parties everywhere. But now, Kwankwaso went to Enugu and was not attacked. He stayed there and left successfully. What is the different? What is different now? Even Peter Obi is being attacked. Labour Party is being attacked in the southeast where he came from. So what is the difference? What is the secret? I think that question has to be answered. Now, the spokesperson for the Nnpp went further to say that the first rumor came out, all right, that Kwankwaso is surrendering all his team and his political plan for Asiwaju Ahmed Tinubu. They debunked that, and that ended. Another one came that the Nnpp was going to merge with Labour Party, and he agreed that discussion actually came up. All right, but unfortunately, it broke down because Labour Party under Doyin Okupe spokesmanship came in with their antics, saying that Peter Obi, even when they merged, Peter Obi must remain the president, and Kwankwaso will remain the vice president. But they said no. How can Peter Obi be a president over Kwankwaso? And that was why that discussion broke down. And we knew that time that actually Nnpp was trying to score a cheap popularity with Peter Obi and with Labour Party, actually. Because if you compare Nnpp and Labour Party in the country today, we already know who is more popular, who is more famous, and who is getting more crowd and more support. All right? So, and that is why they are fighting Labour Party in almost every state. So these people have now concluded, that is Nnpp, by saying that there's no plan to step down for Atiku. That there is also discussion with the Arewa Consultative Forum to see how they can align on a northern president, but that discussion cannot hold when Kwankwaso has not been considered as the consensus president from that side. So it means that Kwankwaso is ready to go all the way into the election. All right, and is very, very optimistic and very hopeful that he will win the election come 2023. And so they concluded this discussion by saying all the people that are carrying this rumor that Kwankwaso is going to step down for Atiku are doing that to create propaganda and psychological confusion in the head of Nigerians who are already yearning for Kwankwaso to become their president, and that they should stop doing so. Wow, I love this optimism. All right, so that is great. Let Kwankwaso continue to test his popularity, and let him also go into the election as well and see where he falls into. That is a good one, but the rumor is still strong that Kwankwaso, at the dying minute of this campaign period, may step down for Atiku to garner enough vote for a northerner to emerge as a president. And I'm sure Kwankwaso is just saying all this. By the time the key northern elders and northern stakeholders meet and put pressure on him, he might succumb. For now, probably that pressure is not strong enough, and that is why he's still holding his own corner and his own force. All right? But at the dying minute, definitely the North will come together to look for a consensus candidate that they will vote for, that they have always done before. All right? So this is what Nnpp and Kwankwaso is saying, that they are never going to step down for Atiku. So thank you for listening, and let's have your comment below.